Hey, this is Kaufman is Alive YouTube channel. I look at comic books new and old. Today I'm looking at a new comic book, Monolith, number 2 of 3. It's by Image Comics. It's a Spawn universe title, as they put front and center here to make sure you know this is a Spawn tie-in comic. So, Sean Lewis is the writer. Valerio Giangiordano is the artist again, so the same team from the first issue. Ulysses Areola is on colors, and they do a fantastic work on this book. I really like the colors. As you can see here, lots of like rainbow colors here in the clouds and on the horizon. Almost looks painted in a lot of these pages as we'll go through. Kind of reminds me of like Frank Frazetta's, sci-fi artwork. I really like it. And the cover artist here is Francesco Mattina. And I wanted to bring that up because I just read an article yesterday that DC Comics was getting rid of Francesco Mattina's covers that are coming up here. All of his covers are being removed and replaced because he's being accused of using AI art. And this cover does kind of look like an AI image. A lot of those AI images you see have a lot of, faded borders around it, kind of like this, and not too clear of an image of what's going on in some of the parts here. The face is recognizable, of course. That's Monolith. He's got the cool mohawk skulls. I like his design. But you got to wonder if this is AI generated. You got to wonder if Todd McFarlane, who's the creative director in Spawn, is going to keep using Francesco Mattina for his art. I did a review a couple weeks ago of the Scorched number 29 cover, where Mattina has She-Spawn on the cover, and she's actually got 6 fingers, if you notice. And it got through editorials somehow and was printed. So go check out my video on that and let me know what you think. Is he using AI or not? Let me know in the comments. So this book, get into it here. I like this first panel where it's got this cool like Y-wing ship. Looks like Star Wars or Battlestar Galactica. That Monolith has hijacked here, but it's breaking the panels up with the wings of the ship, and that's pretty cool. I like this shot of Monolith here, like going through hyperspace. And it's saying he's got cosmic storms, exploding stars, and an intergalactic war. And when he passes those tests, he stows away on a transport train. So, already setting up some other stories that we'll probably end up seeing from Monolith at some point. Intergalactic wars and, cosmic storms. But right here, he's signaled out Earth. And I like this. The background almost looks painted too, of the space here with Earth in the background. I like his mask that he has to use to breathe in space, I'm assuming. Monolith is like this all-powerful Hulk character. Basically can't be killed. We saw in the last issue he purposely had his neck snapped around just to catch Omega Spawn off guard. And then he just popped back up like nothing and continued fighting Omega Spawn. So Monolith is very, very powerful. And Omega Spawn has also spotted Earth. So we get a little background here again, as it says Monolith closes his eyes and he starts revisiting his history, his origins. So do we. I like this like baby Monolith here drawing. That's really funny. And he's seeing the Planet Eaters destroy his home planet. And we've seen the Planet Eaters in the Scorched and in Spawn comics recently. So tying that all in together here. And he starts training. Eventually he's taken over by these warlords who are going to use Monolith to try and send him to Earth and kill Gaia and kill Spawn and kill all the Planet Eaters, which is what he does. And then he's found by Omega Spawn, who says, "You're my servant now." So we get back to the present day where Monolith is stowing away on this transport ship, and he sees this little girl and her mom, and they all have like a touching moment where they all realize they're good. They're all the good guys. And the little girl says they need to stick together. But they're immediately killed by Omega Spawn, who finds them. And we get another battle here between Omega Spawn and Monolith like we did in the last issue. And Omega Spawn is just trying to take control of Monolith, turn him evil. And of course, Monolith does not have any interest in being the servant of Omega Spawn here. Really cool panel of him sitting in the chair. All these planets that he's desiring to destroy are around him. Again, I really love the colors here, the artwork, the really thick inking lines here. Really dark inking. Looks really great. I love the space aesthetic too. It's just some wild stuff. No ads as well. Every page is you just get to turn and keep going to the next story. Don't get interrupted by ads, which is always nice in the Spawn comics. And considering they're only $2.99, cheaper than Marvel or DC comics, it's a pretty good deal. So we get a continued battle here between Omega and Monolith, and the humans. This is, again, set way in the future, and the humans have all built this giant gun. So they've got only one shot, it says. So they fire the weapon at the Spawn monsters, and it hits and sends them tumbling through space and time. So it wasn't like a nuclear atomic weapon or anything. It was actually some sort of, scientific creation. And so they go tumbling through time and space here, and they find themselves crashing on Omega Island. And it says we're actually back at Spawn number 313 here. So pretty cool, tying this series back into what happened in Spawn a few years ago when we first saw Monolith show up. And we weren't sure what his deal was, or what Omega Island, where it came from, or anything like that. We're starting to learn the origins of all of that here. So really nice stuff. Really fun issue. I recommend this comic for sure. Again, I don't know about the cover. Let me know what you think. I think that's a pretty interesting topic of discussion, is AI art. I think we'll start seeing a lot more of that creeping into comic books. So let me know what you think. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you on the next video.